Salve a tutti ragazzi, bentornati sul canale di Queltaleale. Eccoci qui di nuovo con Starfield. Riprendiamo da dove ci siamo lasciati ragazzi, quindi proseguiamo con la missione Echi del passato. Siamo sempre nella nostra situazione piratesca con il nostro Callisto. Qua avevamo avuto a che dire con Matis che voleva ammazzare il boss. Noi diciamo che abbiamo tenuto botta comunque. Va bene, va bene.
All right, look. I've been lining up a score with that asshole roll call on the Siren of the Stars for months. I'm not about to let a payday slip through my fingers. So guess what?
Ma scusi, sta a fare i galoppini. E magari sapere di cosa stai parlando per sapere,
So shut up and listen.
Oh, stai calma.
Rokov's been tipping me off about some kind of bullshit charity event that the Siren of the Stars is hosting. At the event, they're gonna give away something called the Earth Savior Award, which is worth tens of thousands of credits. So it's simple. While you're on the Siren, swiping those Galbait credentials, I want you to grab that award and bring it to me.
Ma come? Rubiamo dei premi? Scusa, per
From the
sapere.
pictures I've seen, the award is set with 12 blue diamonds and covered in gold filigree.
Insomma.
If I get Jazz to take it apart, I can turn it into a hell of a lot of cash. And best of all, the components become untraceable.
Proviamo a dire, mo si incazza, però. Però dovresti vincere il premio, non è che lo rubi.
Yeah, very funny. You're hilarious.
Vedi.
You should stand up on the bar here and start
Ci abbiamo
telling more
pensato,
jokes.
però non lo
This
so.
crowd would eat it up.
Callisto, questo
Look,
è
you
un
can make all the
simpaticone.
jokes and excuses you want. But if you don't come back with the ES award, I'm gonna deduct it from your pay.
Allora
Either way,
significa che la
I
nostra
get
paga
my
è
money.
alta.
How much you walk away with is in your own hands. Got it?
Don't worry, I took notes. Sorry. I meant that seriously. I did.
Vabbè.
Then it's settled. Good. All right, Rook, we're done here. Now, get your ass to the Siren and bring me my goods.
Scusa, perché mi chiamate
Because that's
matricola?
exactly
Perché siamo
what you
matricole,
are.
effettivamente, però.
A rookie, a newbie, fresh meat. Beneath all of that
giovanotto.
inexperience, I'm sure you have an actual name. But honestly, no one gives a damn. So get used to hearing that word.
Non vi state
Until you
rendendo
earn your stripes,
simpatici,
you're
lo sapete?
rook to everyone in the fleet. It's
Per
all
dire,
right.
Isn't the best time. But I need
Vabbè,
to
andiamo, va. Allora, ragazzuoli, voi come sempre mi raccomando, supportate il nostro buon Callistone. Come detto, andremo un po', oddio, un po' spediti, tra virgolette. Cioè, nel senso, comunque stiamo spippolando anche le secondarie. Qua, mo, certo, non è che... No, basta, Barrett hai quasi rotto 3/4 di Minchius. E questo vuole sempre parlare, dai, e basta, no? Allora, nello specifico, dov'è che dobbiamo andare? Non credo ci faccia teletrasportare perché dobbiamo prima salire sulla nave e staccarci. Giusto? Qua qual è il problema? Siamo troppo lontani o è proprio per quello? Ah no, dobbiamo fare apporto? Ma scusa, non dovevamo andare a rubare... No, aspetta, allora... No, penso sì che dobbiamo andare a fare rapporto. Che no, pensavo comunque di dover andare a rubacchiare. Che per carità non è che... Insomma, dobbiamo pure far sapere anche delle nostre attività discretamente legali. Più illegali che altro. Però, vabbè, andiamo, va. Allora, eccoci arrivati. E nel mentre ho cambiato anche nave perché ci avevamo come predefinita quella che avevamo rubato nell'ultima missione. Quindi. Allora, vediamo un attimino che ci dicono qua. Comandante, dobbiamo fare una rapina, va bene uguale, Non capiamo un attimino cosa è fattibile e cosa no,
Excuse me.
Salve.
Yo, back. So how did it go?
Ma, tutto sommato.
Then things are moving forward. Perfect.
Nice job, Brooke.
Dai,
I was
questa
certain we'd
matricola.
fool Delgado, but never. She's a sharp one. Overcoming her scrutiny is no small matter. Did you discover anything worth reporting yet?
Sapere,
I understand your concern, but you can rest assured that every member of this crew has been thoroughly vetted by both myself and Lieutenant Toft. Any information that you turn over will not be leaving this ship until it's fully encrypted and encoded. I give you my word.
Vabbè, se lo dice lui, ci vediamo.
Why does that sound familiar? Wait a moment. Are you telling me Delgado may have actually located Crix's legacy?
Oh yeah, it's totally Crix's legacy. It's at the end of a giant rainbow stretching through space. And you have to get it from three witches.
Sta a
I
prendere
understand
brutta
your
piega pure
sarcasm.
Barret, sta
You
con
can't deny that
Callisto.
this data involves both Crix and legacy. In my mind, it bears further investigation.
I suppose it's possible, sir. Intelligence picked up a bit of chatter on that subject recently. We assumed it was some sort of tall tale or a story to attract recruits to their cause.
Vabbè,
Well,
comunque
let's
ci
find
crede,
out if
quindi.
Delgado's chasing ghosts, or he's smarter than we suspect. Let me see what we have here. Nope. There are no records of a Gal Bank transport named the Legacy in the database. I think Delgado's trying to manipulate you. What do you think, sir?
I think there's no record because Gal Bank is hiding something. Delgado's
Bravo,
no
bravo.
fool. If he risked his own neck to get that information, then he must be on to something. We have to take this seriously. What's your next move?
Sapere.
Can you imagine the amount of embarrassment Gal Bank would have to endure if they listed a lost transport in the ship registry? Doesn't matter if that ship went down 5 or 500 years ago. If news gets out that a bank has misplaced money, it would tank their value. Clever, Delgado. Very clever. If I were in your place, I'd be trying to do the exact same thing. We can't let Delgado get his hands on what could potentially turn out to be the largest haul of credits the Crimson Fleet's ever seen.
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis, sir. I could press the Gal Bank execs for information. Get ahead of everything.
No. Let's allow this to run its course. We have our agent here feeding us information. I think that's good enough for now. There's more to this than just finding the location of the transport. Jasper Crix was clever. For some reason, he never got there. It's imperative that you do. If the Crimson Fleet gets its hands on a transport full of currency, it would be disastrous for the settled systems. I need you to do whatever you can to bring us more information. And for God's sake, don't kill anyone on that Starliner. Both dismissed.
Dusty.
Ci proviamo.
Dusty. Let's talk.
Barret, tu devi stare molto calmo comunque.
Hey, so I'm really enjoying our time together. Thought you should know.
E hai rotto i coglioni
It's been
solo
a
per
long time
questo.
since I worked with someone so closely. I didn't realize how much I missed it. And you haven't stopped me from looking into this stuff with Irvin either. So, thank you. See, that's what makes you a
Probabilmente non avrei
good
dovuto
captain in my book.
incoraggiarti, c'era anche però.
You're supportive. On that note,
No, noi aiutiamo
I
i
do have
nostri
some news
amici,
about
dai.
Irvin's case. So,
Proprio adesso?
I wanted to let you know that I heard back from my contact, and I think you'll want to hear this.
Adesso,
They sent me a copy of some public records. It's interesting. There was a claim filed against Irvin, accusing him of damaging their investments. Looks like Irvin didn't even enter a plea. Well, if it was Irvin, I do want to understand that, because I just can't believe it. Anyway, this mining corporation have faced us, sued Irvin, claiming he irreparably damaged their mine. They said he killed the apex predators in the area around the mine, which led to herd creatures overeating the grasses. That caused the soils to release too many gases too fast, which cost Hephaestus a ton of money.
Vai, bravo.
Thank you. So, is this a cover-up? If so, of what? And why did it involve Irvin? So anyway, according to the court documents, there was a witness for the defense, who was a no-show too. Then Hephaestus won by default. They tried to take his apartment, but because it's in my name too, they couldn't. That doesn't mean we can't do anything about it. And if nothing else, I just want to know more about what happened.
Sì, mo però facciamo un attimo sta cosa piratesca poi.
I can persuade my contact to keep digging a little bit more.
Sì, nel mentre.
I don't want to press our luck, so I'll just ask them to follow up on one thing. Should I tell them to investigate the company more or look into the witness instead?
Io direi paga il tuo contatto contrabbandiere in modo che indaghi su entrambe le... Ah no, se può fare entrambe sì, vabbè sti cazzi.
For that much money? They'll do it. You know, this investigation is time consuming, but it's also pretty cathartic. And who knows? Maybe if we solve this case, it'll mean a better future for Gagarin. But that's thinking too far ahead. Anyway, Captain, thanks for checking in with me.
Non è grazie per l'interessamento, sono 200 missioni, si sta a fare cassa dei coglioni, a chiamare. Scusa, chiama uno, chiama due, chiama tre, a una certa te devo pure rispondere. Ci sta, capitano, a disposizione. Comunque direi che possiamo andare, quindi credo andare a fare la missione del... Allora andiamo a rubare il premio. Mo vediamo un attimo. Callisto purtroppo deve fare un po' di cose nell'illegalità, ma lui insomma pure nel suo passato un po' di illegalità può essere che c'era, può essere, ho detto può essere, non metto le mani avanti, non testimonierò, ma diciamo che allora colpo in banca, sì, va bene. Onesto. Andiamo a vedere dov'è che dobbiamo spiccionare. Andiamo verso Olympus. Saltiamo. Vai, va.
Dad, have you ever tried Aurora?
No. Che è stato l'Aurora?
Not in a long time, sweetheart. Not since you were born.
What was it like?
Terrible. It was terrible. Oh, I never get tired of that.
Allora. Aspetta, fammi fare una salvata perché onestamente qua... Dove stiamo? Ah, ci ha portato direttamente là. Ok, va bene. Potrebbe finire male. Spero di no, onestamente, ma con Callisto tutto è possibile.
Ship is now docked. Perfect.
Parla, ok. Scusate che io nel mentre qua. Beh, niente di particolarmente interessante. Poi per carità dobbiamo rubacchia uguale, ma...
About time you showed up. All right, I want to know what's going on. I've been trying to get Delgado's attention for, I don't know, 3 years now. And what do I get? Nothing but radio silence.
Bel cappello comunque.
Just when Neva and I are closing in on a huge score of our own, Delgado orders me to help you out. Because the only way to achieve a win is by agreeing to play the game in the first place. Worst case scenario, I don't make the fleet, but I end up a couple thousand credits richer. That's almost a win-win, don't you think?
Beh, contento tu. Comunque io sto e
Yeah, I
segui
figured
gli
you'd say
ordini,
something
quindi.
like that. Just another one of Delgado's loyal little soldiers, huh? Fine, have it your way. So Neva's message said you were here for Dombrowski. Was that all she sent you here to do? Or was there something else you were sent here to steal?
Chiedi a
Don't
Navea.
play games with me. We both know pinging a message back and forth to the key is going to take longer than we have to do this job. We're supposed to be working together on every part of this. So, you're gonna tell me what else you're here for or not?
No, non te lo dico.
Fine. Have it your way. Apparently, you have everything under control. So why are you targeting a Gall Bank exec anyway? Not exactly your average Crimson Fleet prey. Why the interest?
Basta, tu...
Oh, I see.
esatto.
We're playing this game now. Fine, fine. Well, you might as well turn around and hop back aboard your ship because you're not getting near Dombrowski without my help.
You want credits? Hugs? What?
Well, it appears we have a mind reader here. You're absolutely right. I don't want money. I want back into the Crimson Fleet. It's as simple as that.
Vai, cattivi,
Vai.
proprio entriamo nel
You
personaggio.
want to play it that way and suit yourself. Dombrowski's a full-timer aboard the Siren of the Stars. Probably spends more time cruising the space lanes than actually working. Fortunately, the Siren is hosting the Terran Preservation Society charity gala. Larry won't be able to resist showing off his VIP clout. To get what you need, you're gonna have to attend the gala, talk to his fellow philanthropists, and dig up some dirt.
Oh, this is my cue. Step aside, mortals. Barrett is here.
E io ho lasciato a casa l'abito da sera. Possiamo chiedere qualcosa sul gala per sapere? Che in realtà siamo eleganti, però.
Bunch of rich snobs getting together and throwing a party for themselves. These people couldn't give a damn about Terran preservation or any other charity for that matter. Yeah, well, lucky for you, it's not black tie, so you'll be fine. This card will allow you to access the Starview Ballroom. If you need my help, I'll be relaxing in one of the upper-level lounges. Head inside and mingle with the crowd. No one likes Dombrowski, so they'll be more than happy to share his dirty secrets.
Per
He's a
sapere,
VIP executive, which means he either worked really, really hard using blood, sweat, and tears to make the arduous climb to the top, or he backstabbed, lied, cheated, and betrayed his way up the corporate ladder. From what I've heard, it's the second option.
Vabbè, finché c'è da
Now you're
bere.
speaking my language. Oh, there's one last thing.
Dica.
Trident equips all of their starliners with the latest acoustic threat detection.
Ah, ok.
Meaning that you lose patience and kill anyone aboard the ship, security will be alerted and all hell will break loose. Anyway, I suppose that's enough to get you started. Good luck.
E se scopri di più dove si trova il premio, uccidi Larry Dombrowski. Scusa, te lo chiedo
You
per
seriously need to ask. Okay, I'll give you
sapere.
two
Mo ce l'ha appena
options.
detto, però.
First, Gold Bank protects their own. Kill Dombrowski, and they send Ecliptic after every Crimson Fleet ship they can find. Not something Delgado wants, I suspect. And second, you offer Gal Bank employee in every single Gal Bank facility in the settled systems will triple their security. I'm gonna guess that won't help with whatever your plans are regarding Galbank.
Ci sta, ci sta. Però noi comunque chiediamo. E chiediamo anche del premio.
Oh, I know plenty. Been tracking that beauty for months.
Aia.
Neva and I were working out
perché noi non abbiamo detto che lo vogliamo rubare.
Wait a minute. Don't
Niente.
tell me she's sending you out to
L'ha capito. So cazzi tuoi.
Neva must be out of her mind if she thinks she's gonna screw me out of this deal. I can't believe she's trying to cut me out of this deal. Without me, the award never would have ended up here in the first place.
Te preoccupare, ci avrai i soldi che ti aspettano.
Yeah? Funny you're only bringing that up now.
Ti faceva una
I'll
sorpresa.
help. But you're doing all the legwork, and I'm still taking my cut of the payout. So tell me, what's the status of your plan?
Ho appena cominciato in realtà,
Then let me point you to the person in charge of the award. Her name's Sheila Holbrook, and you can probably find her in the Starfield ballroom. I'd press her to reveal where the award's hidden, and we can go from there. And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on poor Miss Holbrook, remember that any gunfire is gonna set off the ship's alarms.
Non c'ho neanche armi silenziate, credo.
Oh, and while you're at the gala, avoid the canapes. They're frozen, not fresh.
Allora, un attimo, perché sta tutto di là apparentemente. E quindi noi abbiamo... questi no. Vabbè, vediamo un attimo che riusciamo a fare. Stanno sopra, però non so se si passa da qua. Qua eventualmente possiamo rubacchiare cose, ma... sempre tutte quelle farlocche, queste cose. Cioè, in realtà già ce l'abbiamo, quindi... Capiamo... Allora, là... dove siamo venuti. Quindi... sarà qualche scalinata qua. Vabbè, che bastava fare così in realtà, perché... vedere dove si passava. Però...
Captain Rokov is one of the most easygoing CEOs I've ever worked under.
You're a guest of Captain Rokov, right?
Welcome aboard.
Qua quale delle due stiamo facendo? Ok. E vabbè, sì, ci sta. Facciamo entrambe le cose. Almeno ci proviamo un attimo che... Posso chiedere a chi che sia?
A Starview pass is required to enter the main ballroom.
Please remember to obey all posted safety and
Noi siamo
mustering
eleganti? Sì, abbiamo lo zaino, però.
Pleased to make your
Allora,
acquaintance.
non chiediamo in generale.
Here for business or pleasure?
Have you tried the canapes? Hori. Larry likes to drop overly complex words into conversations. I'm sure he knows that it annoys people, but he does it anyway. Besides
Qualcos'altro?
what I already told you? No.
Ok. Vabbè, chiediamo.
All I know is that the award is given to whomever contributed the most to the preservation of Earth as an historic landmark. That's all then? Okay.
Sì, arrivederci, cara.
An open bar would have been
Salve.
nice. Trident's gouging.
Larry has an A-level executive rating over at Galbank, which means he has access to everyone's accounts at the touch of a button. This is going to be the 9th Earth Savior Award ceremony, but the first time it's ever been held aboard a Starliner. Well, that was boring.
Questo sta solo, se sta... Mazza che te stai a scofana pasticcio di carne, più o meno.
So, what brings you up? I heard he uses Galbank's VIP suite on the Siren of the Stars almost monthly. Does the man ever do any real work? Even if I was offered the award, I wouldn't take it. Can you imagine the security nightmare I'd have to deal with? No, thank you.
Ok.
Nice to have met you.
Beh, però la suite, magari troviamo i documenti
Quite
là.
a lovely Starliner. Nothing but the best for the
signora?
society, eh?
Are you...
Guarda che bell'uomo che è Callisto,
I
signore.
don't know why Larry's attending this event. He could care less about any planet, let alone the Earth. Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified trophy, you'd think it was her own child.
Vediamo se ci può dire
Could we
qualcosa in...
talk about something else?
Ah, ok, no, vabbè, quindi una riga
Don't
di
forget to
risposta.
donate to the cause.
Tu, signor?
I certainly... Dombrowski
Che sguardo fa?
is married to some poor woman that he constantly leaves behind in New Atlantis when he goes on his business trips. Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that
Vabbè, ma voi
glorified
stavate a
trophy,
parlare,
you'd
ho
think
capito, ma... Mi dite la stessa
enjoy the rest
cosa.
of the event.
State qua a ciaulà.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Chiediamo salve.
Sorry, I'm busy. Maybe we'll talk
Si vede,
another
occupatissimo. Chiediamo alla
That view
signora.
is absolute.
Al signore, poi alla signora.
He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning. I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about it.
Ok.
Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified...
Vabbè, ho capito.
Enjoy the rest of the event.
Allora, vediamo, staranno su.
Here for business or pleasure?
E... Questi sono i cessi. Allora, vediamo. Questa è...
Is this important? I don't have a lot of time for idle nonsense.
No, figurati, io però salvo perché se so mai che qua facciamo qualche cazzata.
Yes, I'm extremely busy preparing for the award ceremony, so this better be important. Yes, I am. Actually, I've been entrusted with the transfer of the award for the last 7 of its 9 years. Why do you ask?
Allora. Beh, lei dice, tutti diversi hanno detto che lo tratta come un figlio, quindi dire una cosa così meravigliosa forse gli fa piacere, anche se non ce lo farà mai vedere.
Isn't it? Absolutely priceless. Alas, I'm afraid you'll just have to wait for the ceremony to see it in all its glory. It's far too valuable to be left anywhere else except the master safe located at the purser's office.
Ok.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much more important things on my agenda than to speak to the likes of you.
Ok, è nella cassaforte del commissario di bordo, molto bene. Come scopro come accedere alla cassaforte?
I'm sorry, but unless you're reporting a security situation, I need to get back to my duties.
Allora.
For the safety of everyone aboard, please be certain you don't interfere with any
Vabbè. Dobbiamo capire chi può darci informazioni, magari pure il tipo. Allora, là cosa abbiamo? Lo scopriamo qua. Vabbè, andiamo prima qua e poi parliamo con la tipa.
I prefer swimming in bioluminescent hot springs under a sky full of moons, but hey.
Lo dice lei?
Nice. All right.
Salve.
This is the complimentary service where they hold all the fabulous riches.
How can I be of assistance today?
Scusa, no, prima ci chiacchieriamo un po'.
My responsibilities include all of the Siren's financial, customs, and commercial goods transfers. Honestly, I really enjoy the work. I get to meet people at every port of call instead of being constantly stuck below decks.
Senti, ma potrei custodire delle mie cose? Cioè, ho delle robe preziose io, eh?
Oh, absolutely. The safe is magnetically sealed and shielded with multiple layers of fully damage-resistant, vacuum-proof plating. In the unlikely event our vessel is boarded and the threat detection alarm is triggered, the safe will be permanently sealed until it reaches port. In the even more unlikely event this ship is destroyed, we can assure you that your loved ones will be able to recover your goods from the wreckage. So, as you can imagine, your property will be completely secure until you decide to retrieve them from our safe.
Solo questo, eh? Posso vedere il premio?
I've only seen it briefly myself, but I can assure you that it's quite lovely. Unfortunately, the item is locked inside of our safe, which can only be accessed by presenting an appropriate claim ID. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
Tieni l'ID. No,
Well,
tutto a
if
posto.
you change your mind, I'll be here. Have a wonderful trip.
Posso chiedere?
I'm sorry. It's against Trident policy to discuss our personal feelings towards a fellow crewmate.
Dai,
I don't
dai.
want to lose my job. Why should I tell you?
E che potrebbe succedere di male?
I wish
Aia.
I could, but if anybody found out, I'd told you.
No, ma...
I hear you. I'm still willing to talk. That's what I'm hoping. Maybe.
Tiè,
Need to think about it.
piano
All
piano.
right,
Quale
but you
rischio?
didn't hear this from me. Do you understand? I
Ci
don't
mancherebbe.
want to lose my job. I like Captain Rokov, but I think he's mixed up with some very dangerous people. I was bringing some paperwork to his quarters one day, and I found a slate with a message he received from someone named Delgado. That would normally be fine, but the message mentions the Crimson Fleet, as in pirates. Can you believe it? If we want to grab it, the slate should still be in his quarters. Somewhere.
Ok.
Have a safe journey.
Non so quali siano gli alloggi. No, anche perché non credo ci sia neanche scritto. O no? Allora, questa è... Ok. No, non vorrei parlarci subito per poi giocarcela. Passeggero Swiss, Claudia. Ah, no, ok, ok. Quella è di questa. E allora vediamo. Magari qua c'era scritto di chi era, sicuramente. Vera. Quindi qua è di questa qua, ma ci parliamo prima. Solo quelli.
We have a range of excursions. If you have any little ones aboard, story time with Serena will be held in the ship's library this evening.
Come mai me lo dice a me? Lascia fare. Volevo controllare se c'era il numero. Qua non si potrebbe. Cioè, nel senso, voglio andare oltre, che c'è comunque lei. Ok. Vediamo pure che ci dice di quest'altra. Itinerario singolo, deluxe. Aspetta. Così, emergenza, cercare il passeggero presso la cabina Dubrowski, Larry. Ok. Poi dobbiamo vedere se troviamo pure quell'altro coso. Vediamo. Intanto se possiamo parlare con lei senza giocarci l'altra.
Look, I think you're definitely confused here. I really don't have time to have a discussion with you. My partner's waiting for me. He's a very important man. His wife? Oh, for the love of God. I told Larry to keep his big mouth shut, but did he listen? No. He had to impress his friends and treat me like a trophy. Look, I've been in this business for a long time, and I know how this game works. So let's skip all the banter and get it over with. What's it gonna take to make us both happy?
Allora... facciamo pure questo, vediamo.
Son of a bitch Dombrowski. All I'm doing is endangering myself. Why would I do that? Maybe. I don't know. That's true. You have come this far already. You know more about me than I suspected. Can't have that.
Allora...
I should make him pay for doing this to me.
Brava, brava.
All right, you've made your point. You know, this whole thing really pisses me off. Larry and I had the perfect scheme where thousands of credits all worked out, and then he goes and flushes the whole thing down the toilet.
You're pissed off? Imagine how Dombrowski's gonna feel when we start stepping on his toes.
Good. I hope you crush them so badly he'll be unable to walk.
Scusa, però te lo dico.
Angry isn't even the right word. The plan was solid. Larry got together with myself and this other guy, Gabriel Vera. He's some bigwig over at UC Security. I doctored the transactions, Larry wiped them off the system, and Vera kept the legal pressure off of us. We were scamming Galbank for months. It was going well until I discovered Larry was cheating everyone by changing each transaction in his favor before deleting them. Oh, I know he was using me. At the same time, he was saying how much he loved me. He was stringing me along and stabbing me in the back.
Come mai non l'hai affrontato?
Back on Jemison, but then he invited me on this little trip through the stars.
Dici.
All expenses paid, first class accommodations, the works. I figured, why not wait until I've milked him for every credit he's spending before I drop the hammer? You won't do that. You're here because you've got some kind of side hustle in the works.
Brava.
If you wanted to blow the whistle, you would have boarded this ship with the authorities. I wish I had some. Maybe you should try talking to Gabriel Vera. He should be around here somewhere.
L'ho visto,
if he doesn't want to cooperate, just mention my name. That should grab his attention. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Allora... Per sapere,
What, are you ready to damn novel? Fine. Vera works for UC Security, so he kept a lookout on their comnet for any Galbank chatter. I guess you could call him our early warning system. And Dombrowski made sure that all of the crypto manipulation I was working on didn't turn up in Galbank's automatic audits. You need top clearance for that kind of access, so we had to cut him in, whether we liked it or not. What do you think is going on? I'm using that gullible idiot to get what I want. If I have to squash him on my way to the top, then so be it. Let's get one thing straight. Larry Dombrowski's no saint. He deserves everything that's coming to him.
Right. What they said.
Dombrowski is a piece of human garbage. He'd stab you in the back for table scraps, then stab you again to steal dessert. The plan's always been to milk the guy for everything he's worth, and then leave him in the dust. Not bad for a lowly Galbank worker drone, right? I hope you hurt Dombrowski. Nail his ass right to the wall.
Allora. Più che altro poi anche volendo qua non è che si riesca a capire bene dove si può andare per stanze o altro. Proviamo a vedere qua, ma dovremmo sapere prima. Lavanderia. Dombrowski. Però si può aprire. Aspetta, fatemi vedere pure le altre stanze eventualmente. Qua dove si va? Cioè si riscende là ma si va. Ah ok, no, in quest'altra scalinata, ok. Allora abbiamo la 5 Dombrowski. Vediamo quest'altro cosa. Dobbiamo passare pure da là, ma va bene. Ah, ma scusa. Qua?
On behalf of myself and the entire
Thing.
team at Trident Luxury
The
Lounge.
crew barely had space to stand in their rooms.
Due to an unfortunate accident, we're halting our spacewalk experience for an undetermined amount of
time. No, per sapere magari era di qualcuno importante. Che ne sai, che ne sai. Quindi abbiamo fatto tutti i giri. Dombrowski che non c'è apparentemente. Però aspetta, perché qua c'era anche. Allora qua. Ok, si riscende. Noi eravamo saliti da qua, però avevo trovato. Ma che era Barrett quello? Vabbè. Ok, qua si riscende. No, vabbè, niente, questa. Però ci starà pure un altro piano sopra, no? Boh. Vabbè, comunque. Cazzo, labirintite. Proviamo. Vediamo anche le info che ci sono. Società terra rivolge a signora Oldbrook. Ok. Allora proviamo. Vediamo se troviamo qualcosa di utile. Questi comunque ce li inculiamo poi. Io cerco più che altro informazioni particolari. Tutte babbonate comunque. E vediamo. La maglietta. Però è figa. Cioè figa, insomma, nel senso. Ci sta. Ah, vedi, ce l'ha di diverse colorazioni. Noi gliele prendiamo tutte. Questa magari meno. No, questa non ci interessa. Le altre erano, le magliettine erano più fighe. Dove andiamo a finire? Qua? Ok. Questo uguale a quella di prima. Più o meno. A parte la canotta che... Aspetta, Fede. Guarda che eleganza però, no, vabbè, questi li dobbiamo prendere, signori. Sono troppo... Troppo di una certa eleganza. Che fai? Glieli lasci? Nient'altro. Ok, vediamo la cassaforte allora. Allora, insomma. Ma io pensavo di trovare magari qualche documento interessante. Qualcosa di compromettente, qualcosa di... Invece... No, però c'è pure questa. Andiamo pure qua. Ok. No, non riesco a capire se... Se c'è qualcosa... Vabbè, a parte... Ma non penso che te ne va... vabbè. Signori, noi il nostro qua l'abbiamo fatto. Magari... Chiudiamo la porta. Non so dove potrebbe stare la stanza di quell'altro, ma che dobbiamo fare? Sopra pare che non ci si va. Non ho trovato scale che possano andare di sopra. Sembra un po' strana come cosa, però. Per trovare la tavola. Allora. La parola pure qua. Però scusa. Potrei entrare nella sua stanza, magari ce l'ha là le cose.
Horrid. Positively horrid.
Must you continue these unwelcome interruptions? I'm a very busy woman.
Oddio, aspetta, mi sembra un po'... Vabbè, facciamo quest'anno.
Probably in a few days. I don't want the award transfer to actually occur until we're... Of course, if I keep getting interrupted...
Addirittura? Ma lo devo fare per forza? Vabbè. Lo so, ma non potevo tornare indietro.
And why in goodness name would I do something as foolish as that?
Addirittura? Vabbè, tanto abbiamo salvato, dai.
In goodness name would I possibly agree to that ridiculous demand?
No, non credo che nessuna di queste possa andare bene.
I hope I can trust you.
No,
This isn't getting us anywhere. I mean, it might be okay.
Ok.
I'd like to help you. I really would. Oh, just take the damn thing already. Listen, maybe you can keep this between us. If the award goes missing, there's no need for the insurance company to get involved.
Ma signora, ma lei ci teneva come un figlio. E mo' mi ha dato la chiave per rubarlo. Mi ha detto pure, guarda, che sto un culo non fa niente. Ma di che stiamo a parlare? Ma scusate, ma con quale... Ma non... Boh. Signori, non lo so, questa mi sembra un po' strana come dinamica, devo essere onesto. Cioè, prima ci dicono che lo tratta come un figlio e poi, ah vabbè, se te lo rubi, però non fa niente. Beh, a sto punto posso... scusate. Salve. Ma le altre cose pure posso... No, Cosa c'è qui dentro? Madonna, 80 crediti. Ma scusa, una cassaforte del genere ci vuole l'ID, 80 crediti, una tuta da minatore, un casco da rincoglionito. Ma io non lo so. Porca troia, 65.000 crediti vale? Beh. Ok. Beh, ci stavano pure i soldi compresi, E fin qui ci siamo. Arrivederla, Sì, ci mancherebbe altro. Ok, ok. Vabbè, come detto, è andata più liscia del previsto, possiamo dire. Bah. Aspetta, ho sbagliato. Oppela, madonna dei Dio. Allora, fatemi dare pure una salvatina qua. E poi per quell'altro tipo... Allora, quello sta là, sì, l'avevamo visto.
An open bar would have been nice. Triton's gouging us for every credit we've got.
Please remain in designated passenger areas at all times. Have a safe journey.
Quite a lovely starliner. Nothing but the best for society, eh?
Aspetta, Larry, fammi prima chiacchierare con questo, poi. Ah, vedi, sta pure mezzo imboscato, quindi per quello l'ha detto se lo vuoi eliminare. Però noi non ci hanno detto pure quelli della police, che sarebbe meglio di no. Vai. Guarda, non credo.
I work for UC Security, so I don't think I could be of much help. I have nothing to do with Galbank.
Insomma.
Claudia sent you, did she? Look, friend, I don't know if you're just a little drunk, maybe a touch crazy, or both. Whatever you think you know about me, you're dead wrong. So back off.
Maybe I am a little drunk, but you're
Un
still
bugiardo
lying.
è maschio, però vabbè.
Just in case you weren't aware, I am the authorities. Anything you try to report will boil down to your word against mine. And since I work for UC Security, who do you think people will believe?
Hello. Are you a member of the...
Allora, aspetta un attimo perché... Vabbè, quello sta là dietro. Qua non penso... No, vabbè. Vediamo una cosa. Ci dirà qualcosa lui? Vediamo. No, il divano, lui.
I saw your little exchange with Vera. Keep that up and I guarantee that imbecile's gonna demand that you be arrested. Which is why he's threatening you. That makes sense. We need hard evidence of their scheme.
Troviamole, dai.
The problem is he's not gonna talk to you in public. We need to get Vera isolated so he'll spill everything he knows. Maybe, but if something goes wrong and he's able to raise an alarm, we're sunk. With all of these wealthy patrons aboard, the ship is crawling with security. Smart. If there's an emergency, standard practice is for all passengers to clear the decks and report to their cabins for lockdown. I think the best chance we have would be to tamper with the life support sensors. Manipulate a few controls, and you can fool the monitoring system into thinking there's a life support failure. And there you have your emergency.
Per sapere,
This is one of Triton's premier starliners. That means it has the best of everything, including a triple redundancy life support system. They installed a backup for the backup. Luckily for us, it will still trip an emergency and everyone will have to return to their quarters until I sound the all clear. Which I won't.
Vabbè.
I'm not
Come non ha gradito?
particularly inspired by your shining example of confident leadership here.
Don't worry, it'll be as easy
Perché
as
non
it
ha
was
gradito,
mingling
scusa,
with
che...
guests at the party. Just throw a few lousy switches and you're done. One more thing. If Chief Engineer Sundin gives you any trouble, tell him I'll erase that gambling debt he owes me. I prefer you use that as a last resort, but hey, what's the harm in losing a few credits when I'm on the brink of rejoining the fleet, right? Anyway, I better start packing. Things are getting hot around here, and won't be long before Trident figures out you had help. Go do something useful, okay?
Andiamo.
An open bar would be nice.
Ahia.
But try.
Just... why?
Perché? Perché volevo passare qua, ci sta la porta, vedi? Avevo fatto bene, poi non avevo vista la porta. Vabbè, qua comunque... No, non è rubacchiare in realtà, Non c'è sta niente, ci credo. Porco 2, valore 20.000. Bah, ti dirò. Ci può stare, ci può stare. L'importante è che non ci arrestano, ma... Allora, sempre ogni tanto una salvatina ce la butto, signore, che qua non si sa mai come va a finire. Vediamo se c'è dell'altro da... Vabbè che ci sta questo, quindi non è che possiamo rubacchiare granché. Ciao Giovano.
Hey, hold up. This area is off limits to passengers. Wait a second. You're Captain Rocko's guest, right? Didn't expect to see you down here. Sorry to give you trouble. What can I do for you? Oh, sorry. That area is off limits. No exceptions. All right. No need to get pushy about it. Captain Rokov sure picked some weird friends. Tell you what, I'm just going to step out for a bit and stretch my legs.
Sai dove sta la cabina di Rokov, però?
You can hold this for me while I'm
nel
away.
caso. Scusa.
Honestly, he's a seasoned ship captain. He told me he was a long hauler for years and the experience shows. Only thing is, he's always talking about trade deals and plans for get-rich-quick schemes. It's all the guy ever thinks about. Why he decided to be a Starliner captain, I'll never know. It's almost like he craves being around money. Tell you what, though, for someone that loves credit so much, he sure doesn't mind gambling them when we play cards. Feel free.
Suddenly, we've entered a high-security medical bay. Didn't expect that. Okay, then.
Vediamo se ne vada per bene. Vabbè. Allora, accesso al supporto vitale. Ok. No. I passeggeri per ordinare. Ok.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion. and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Posso? Allora.
Oh, great. Everyone cleared out of the buffet. There's always a
Scatta
bad
l'allarme,
sign.
scuse, che dovevamo fa? Che dovevano fa? Sì, tanto non ci sta un cazzo di nessuno, dai. Allora. Ah, proprio... Va bene. No, volevo vedere se c'era qualche indicazione che portasse anche la cosa del capitano. Perché il capitano pure ce l'avrà da qualche parte. Bah, non lo so. Stanze degli ospiti, il capitano non sapremo mai dove alloggia. Senti, se dove sta il capitano?
There's no cause for our security team would appreciate if you'd please shelter in your cabin during this emergency. Thank you.
This ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your cabin immediately.
Allora, lui sta qua, però altre...
All passengers, may I have your attention, please?
Ah, crew
The captain has
quarters.
declared a ship-wide
Vediamo.
emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you
Sta
receive
pure quello del
further
capitano.
instructions.
Anche se adesso con l'isolamento magari pure lui in linea teorica dovrebbe stare nella sua cabina. Abitacolo. Vabbè, l'abitacolo mi sembra eccessivo. Qua i nomi non ce l'abbiamo, Barrett, mi raccomando, coprimi. Mentre ce la controlliamo la nave. Sbircio direttamente da qua. No, comunque... Vabbè, questa sarà la zona cargo. Yes.
We're on a tight schedule here.
Ma tu dove cazzo ce l'hai la cosa? Fanculo.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please?
Chi lo sa,
The
signore?
captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you
Non lo
receive
sapremo
further
mai.
instructions.
Chiudi la porta che è meglio che rimaniamo. No? Vabbè. Salve. Ah, aspetta che qua.
I was wondering if you were the cause of the ship-wide emergency. It's time you stop playing games and tell me why you're here.
Rimaniamo sotto copertura, va.
I always took him for a fool, but I can't believe he's stupid enough to have gotten mixed up with the Crimson Fleet. Still, why would I possibly want to incriminate myself by handing over any evidence? Claudia said that. You sure? Damn it. That means my money's already gone. And Dombrowski's going to walk away
Almeno,
with a
con la
fortune.
dignità.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't want to end up on the Crimson Fleet shit list. But if I give you that information and it falls into the wrong hands, I'll end up in jail. This is a lose-lose situation for me.
Passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has
Vabbè,
declared a
2500
shipwide
credo, tanto poi lo faccio
emergency.
arrestare.
Please report to your cabins in
Ah,
an
no, però
orderly
prima
fashion
fammi sapere che...
and remain there
Oh,
until
I've got everything you're gonna need. This is a one-stop shop for you. We're talking a slate loaded with dates, account numbers, ID scans, even an audio recording. It was my little insurance policy in case the shit hit the fan. There's a solid enough trail here to send Dombrowski straight to jail.
Scusa,
Dombrowski had the authorization to wipe out records on Galbank's system without raising any red flags. I let Claudia talk me into that. She said she had him wrapped around her finger. Apparently, she was wrong.
Vabbè.
At least I walk away with something.
Si può andare in galera,
All right.
però.
You have yourself a deal. Here, with this slate and this recording to tie it all together, you'll be able to nail his ass to the wall. He'll do whatever you want. Just remember that you promised to leave me out of it. Well, since Claudia has been spending time disgustingly close to Dombrowski, I think she's suffered enough. On the other hand, I've got very, very special plans for Larry. I have some friends that can, well, let's just say, take care of the problem. That's if you leave him alive, of course. We'll just have to wait and see. All I can tell you is that there's more than a few people at Mast who find Commander Akande to be a huge pain in the ass. I mean, the UC is aware that the Crimson Fleet is a problem, but it pales in comparison to the issues with the Freestar Collective. Akande's loaded with big-picture ideas, but not a ton of evidence to put them into action. And frankly, it's driving my superiors crazy. Just because I'm helping you nail Dombrowski doesn't mean I'm turning my back on UC security. How else am I going to ensure that he ends up behind bars when all this comes crashing down? No. You can leave me
Era
out
per
of your
dire,
merry
così
little
magari
band of
t'arrestavamo
pirates.
poi
Thank
tutti
you very
insieme,
much.
no?
You better tell Dombrowski to run, because if you don't kill him, I will.
Ok. Scusa, fatemi capire se questo magari poi... Sapete, magari c'era un perché. No, non volevo fare questo. Vale 36.000, in tutta onestà lo prenderei.
Ownership is a human concept, but so is the law. So, yeah.
Ci stiamo. Questo vale 44.000. Sti cazzi. Allora, vediamo un attimo una cosa, perché io questa ce l'ho. Quindi andiamola a confrontare con quella appena presa. Che invece è meno preciso. Però quello ho più danni contro gli alieni, va bene. Questo smantellato più 20 danni contro i robot. Corrosivo infligge casualmente danni corrosivi. Robot e alieni dipende. Dipende, però non me le posso tenere tutte e due. Non si può. Mentre faccio così che mi trovo meglio. Questa rispetto sempre a... No, non così. Ah, mo me le toglie quelle appena prese se faccio così. Comunque questa era l'altra arma che ci aveva dato per aver completato la missione, che poi in realtà non è che faccia sti granché di danni, Cioè, vale un sacco, ma non... Quella che abbiamo noi ne fa 371. Penso riusciremo a trovarne una che ne fa di più. Vabbè. Comunque va bene così. Va bene così. Andiamo a parlare con Dombrowski. Proviamo a scala. Dobbiamo salire in realtà. Oddio, perché dobbiamo salire? Ah, è andato in stanza pure lui. Giustamont. Allora, aspetta. Lo salva sempre perché sono qua. Ciao caro Dombrowski. Bravo, hai capito, bravo.
I'm uncertain what you hope to accomplish here, but it appears we should rapidly enter into some sort of negotiation. You don't actually believe that I'd venture into such precarious criminal territory without a proper bird's-eye view of the situation, do you? I'm uncertain why you've become entangled in this spider's web, but this situation demands swift and resolute action. Au contraire, my misguided friend. There's a bargain that needs to be hammered out, and you will listen to the facts before we proceed. First, it's clear that you've obtained insider knowledge of my arrangement to defraud Galbank. The means and the method, perhaps, but not the motive. And second, I'm going to hypothesize that my compatriots are despondent regarding their share and have assisted you with this endeavor. Since we're speaking and I'm not at the reporting end of a bullet, this leads me to conclude that you desire something personal from me.
Ma com'è forbito, professore? Ce l'avevano detto che parlava così per e pepere.
May I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report
I pride myself on having an intensely thorough education, though I hardly call myself a professor. Though I'm sure that your compliment also meant you were having trouble understanding what I've been saying. In blunt terms, you have compromising materials about me in your possession. The only thing I have to offer in return are my Galbank credentials. I assume that's what you've been angling for all along?
Rather astounding that you deciphered our communication attempt. It only took you a minute more than we expected for you to work through the calculus and participate in the discussion. But the rat models are notoriously unpredictable.
Per sapere.
Well, I'm surprised you even posed that question at all. The answer is quite obvious. The last thing I'd want to do at this point is call attention to myself.
Vorrei a sto punto lo ammazzerei quasi, però.
Obviously that wouldn't be my preference, but I have little choice. Though Larry Dombrowski will be mysteriously vanishing after this cruise, and possession of the credentials becomes ludicrous at that point.
Vabbè.
Oh, it was actually a rather easy deduction to make. It's the only thing of significant value that I still have in my possession. It appears we've reached an accord. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me simplify that for you. It sounds like we have a deal. Oh, of course, I trust you'll understand if I ask for us to avoid any further contact. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to formulate how I'm going to utterly ruin two very annoying business associates. Good day.
No. Please.
Però se ne accorgono se spariamo. Ok, niente signori, purtroppo non possiamo eliminarlo. Nel senso che non abbiamo armi che magari ci possano dare la possibilità di non far cacciare. Ah, questo sta qua?
Well, looks like everything worked out. Just like
peccato però.
You must be joking. After this little stunt I helped you pull, I'm certain Trident's going to rip up my captain's contract. I've got nowhere else to go, so I'm fully expecting that you'll put in a good word for me with Delgado. You know, I'm still wondering exactly what you needed those credentials for. You feel like telling me, partner?
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins
I
in an
understand
orderly
completely.
fashion and remain there
Anyway,
until
I
you
suppose
receive
there's nothing
further
stopping me from rejoining the fleet now. It's been a long time coming. I owe you one, Doverbeach. Don't worry, it's not an insult. It's a very old Russian word for comrade. It's what I intend to call you from now on, so get used to it.
Lui comunque mi deve un sacco di cose. Lascia fare.
Don't worry. You'll get what's coming to you. I promise. Well, I suppose this is where we part company. Hopefully the next time we meet, we'll be aboard the Key.
Vedremo, vedremo. Un'altra volta ad Atlantide devo andare? Allora, dobbiamo entrare negli archivi della banca adesso, quindi a Nuova Atlantide. Vediamo un attimino come si può. Aspetta che c'è. Ma posso annullare il mio mutuo? Se sa mai, poi qua abbiamo pure l'attichino. Scusi, anche qui Salvatina che facciamo danni.
Hello, welcome to the Galbank Archives. May I see your credentials, please? Just one moment while I verify. Oh, yes, Mr. Dombrowski. Welcome, sir. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives. Me? No. Look, this is my first day on the job. Just cut me some slack, okay?
Sì, ma io sarei un dirigente.
Got a wife and kids to feed. Everything checks out. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives. There we go. Have a wonderful day.
Benissimo, io l'avrei già licenziata. Che se fa così coi dirigenti? Guarda questo. Siamo il signor Dombrowski. Come sopravvivi all'imboscata degli... Ma che se fa così? Mi sto a vedere qual è il... Mi sciolgo, biondo. Guarda. Perché abbiamo... Questa c'è il coso che spara più colpi, quindi... Mettiamo un caricatore più ampio o... Non so, problemi. Merda, porca troia. Ricarica, no? Aspetta. Scusa, Mandaci l'altro Callisto, va. Madonna, però è una merda. Cosa così. Bravo, Callisto 2. Dove cazzo vai, Callisto? Grande. Allora, te lo tieni. Porca troia. Ma che cazzo è? 16.000. I mortacci loro. Aspettate che naturalmente prima frego roba come sempre, perché... Che è successo per lì? Allora, tuta spaziale te la tieni. Questo può andare bene. Questo te lo tieni. Questa è una merda, valore. E questa non ne vale la pena. Andiamo qua. Questa già può andare bene. Ma posso rubacchiare anche altre cose qua negli archivi? Altre informazioni delicate, compromettenti, di valore. Pare di no. Registro navi scomparse. Serendipiti, eredità, eccola qua. Si vede un po' tutto. Allora, trasporto, carico, crediti, tipo di luogo di partenza riservato, ultima posizione nota, sistema Bannock. Ultima posizione nota, pianeta Bannock 4, quarto, insomma. Tentativi di ricerca 8 falliti. Queste altre sono sconosciute. C'è anche la Suprema, sì. Sistema solare Saturno. Questo può essere pure un'alternativa. Ok. Ok. Perfetto, ce ne possiamo apparentemente andare. Mo non so se ci fa andare via così. Sì, vabbè, almeno sulla nave. Andiamo a riferire, va. Vediamo un attimino. Penso che dobbiamo dare poi pure il premio alla tipa. Quello alla fine non ha voluto la sua parte, insomma. Parla con Fango. Lascia stare il signor Fango, per piacere. Tutta sta strada per andare sopra, scusate. Qua mi perdo sempre, pure voi. E poi mi devo vendere pure un po' di roba. La scala. Ok. Si può? Salve.
Your buddy Rokov is aboard the Key.
Hai visto?
Everything that happened.
Yeah, he won't shut up about you. Keeps going on and on. Now I remember why we kicked his ass out the fleet.
Non lo so perché non ho trovato le informazioni che ci servivano. Ho trovato la cabina.
Still a lazy old bastard, huh? Can't say I'm surprised.
That's not exactly filling me with confidence, Rook, so I'm going to leave it up to you. Is Rokov in or is he out?
Vabbè, lascialo dentro, tanto poi faccio arrestare tutti.
Fair enough. Then he's in.
Seriously?
Boh. Purtroppo non ho trovato altre info, quindi.
This Rook just brought back information that might lead us straight to Krix's legacy. So throttle back, Neva. Speaking of which, let me see that data you copied from the Galbank archives. Ah, so the Galbank transport went down over Bannock 4. Bannock. Why does that sound familiar? Neva?
Yeah, keep your panties on. I'm looking it up. And I got it. Bannock 4. Let's see. Damn it. Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant. We can't even get a ship near the thing without frying every circuit aboard.
Nope. EM class is certain death. Back it up.
Chiediamo.
Don't know that one, huh? Well, pick up your pencil. There's gonna be a test on this later. EM class means the planet is giving off a ridiculously high amount of electromagnetic radiation. We're talking off the charts here. Fly your ship anywhere near one of these death traps, and you'll blow every single circuit on your ship. You'd be dead in space. Get it? Yeah, sure. We'll just wrap your ship in a ton of copper and launch you right in there. That ought to do the trick, right?
Both of you shut up and think for a second. I'm sure Creeks hit the same roadblock. All we need to do is figure out how he got around it.
This sounds like a goddamn waste of time to me.
That's the spirit, Rook. That is the essence of the Crimson Fleet that has been slipping away lately. Neighbor, the Galbank data says the transport had a CBR-27 transponder. Can we track that kind of thing? Pinpoint its exact location?
That transponder is military grade. We're talking ultra-bit encryption, constantly reshuffling frequencies. We don't have shit like that laying around. But before you get that pissy look on your face, I heard that the UC's been working on a ship signal decryption system called a comm spike. We grab that little beauty, and we'll be able to track anything you want.
All right, here is the plan, so shut up and listen. Rook, I want you and Neva to put your heads together and get us that comm spike. I don't care if it's mounted at the top of mast. I want it. In the meantime, I'm going to find out more about this EM-class gas giant problem. And I think I know just who to ask.
Give me a little time to crunch the numbers on the comm spike with Jazz, and I'll point us in the right direction. I promise. You're gonna write that in your diary,
è vero, per cazzo.
All right, that is enough. We are in arm's reach of Crix's legacy, and I don't have time to deal with this kind of
È di là, amica tua.
Now, both of you, get the hell out of here and get to work.
All right, let's get this over with. Follow me.
Allora.
Hey,
No, basta, Barrett, basta. Che cos'è? Ma che... con quale pressing? Mo' lo lascio da qualche parte, mi porto qualcun altro. Mo' per carità, gli abbiamo promesso che lo aiutavamo con... suo ex lì per rinfrangare il suo nome, ma... rinfrancare è un mix tra rinfangare e rinfrangare. Io dovrei vendere un po' di cose prima di andare, signori. A questo punto direi anche che noi invece ci possiamo salutare qui, signori. Che dite? Anche perché siamo andati, credo, abbastanza lunghi. Non so le tempistiche, ma sicuramente saremo andati un po' lunghetti. Quindi noi ci vediamo con il prossimo appuntamento, sempre nella nostra vita da pirati qui con il nostro Callisto. Mi raccomando, come sempre, lasciate like e condividete per supportare serie il canale. Commentino tecnico-tattico, date un'occhiatina anche alle altre serie. E noi ci vediamo alla prossima, ragazzi. Dai, un saluto a tutti da Queltaleale.